Hello people. Okay, so like obviously I don't have somebody to like carry my camera around and hold it for me, so I'm gonna probably be going at a camera's view several times, but I'm sort of explaining what I'm doing anyway, so it doesn't matter all that much. But this video, I'm gonna be saying a lot of things that aren't gonna make sense because I'm filming it for my sister. So Maribeth, I hope you enjoy this and can make it through it because it's totally worth it. So work yourself up to it because it's totally awesome and I'm loving it. And yeah, so I guess just do your normal kind of clogging stretches. I've already worked out once today, so I'm kind of still warmed up from it because it's only been like 30 minutes since I got back, so I'm not doing a full warm-up. I'm just sort of re-stretching the muscles a little bit. And if you're not as flexible as me, I'm not just saying this to you, Maribeth, but if you're not as flexible as me, we will just go as far as you can with things and don't worry about it. Okay, so this is the first time I'm actually seeing how long this workout is. You asked for something, I think you said between 10 and 15 minutes, so let's see if we can make it there. This is, yeah, so, whatever. As for push-ups, I always do them on my knees because us women, we do that. If you can go off your knees, great for you. You can either do the ones where you spread your arms out like that and just go all the way down, or you can do a diamond one. I'm going to do diamond ones just because they're a little bit harder, I think. And I'm going to do 50. So if you want to make those a little easier, like you're not used to it, then pretty much the further out you go on your knees, the harder it will be. Okay, sorry, I thought somebody was here. Okay, second thing after that I do, I'm going to show you like easier version and a harder version is jackknives. Now there's two different kinds of jackknives. There's the kinds you do for your arms and the kinds you do for your abs. So we're doing the ones for your abs. So basically, the easier version is you don't have a weight, you lay all the way flat, and you lift your arms and your legs simultaneously, and you try to touch them together without bending your knees or bending your elbows. So, generally, if you want to make that easier, after each one, you can lay your feet and your arms down flat on the ground, and when you're first doing this, I recommend doing that. But when you get more used to it and you just get stronger with it, try not to let your feet and your arms touch the ground the whole time. Now if you want to make it even a step harder than that, grab a weight or two weights. I'm just going to have one 3-pound weight, and I'm going to have it held in my hands like this the entire time, and I'm not going to let my feet or my hands touch the ground. So I'm going to do 13 of these. Okay. After you've done 13 of those, the next thing you're going to do, these beautiful, it's weight lifts. Now I'm going to go ahead and do them sitting down. You don't have to stand up to do them, just so I can show you a little bit better. Now the trick to weight lifts that actually work is keeping those 90-degree angles. That's a good thing to go ahead and remember. So, sorry, I thought somebody got here. For me, that's going to be going from right here all the way up. Now there's different kinds you can do. You can do the kind where you come in, but sorry, I keep checking to see if people get here. I'm waiting for my mom and dad to get back. So go ahead and get up to here. Just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now I know I said go ahead and do 13, but I did 15 just because I'm trying to be able to up my repetitions. But yeah, general rule of thumb, if you want to make those harder and harder, just get heavier and heavier weights and do more and more repetitions. For me, I like the 3-pound weights because it's enough to work me out, but I don't want to build a lot more muscle because I'm already pretty muscular. I'm sorry I haven't shaved my armpits today. They're a little fuzzy. You'll just have to get over it, Cutty. So, next thing I'm going to do is 50 squats, which is the fun part because, well, it's also the easiest thing to explain, I think. You want your feet a little further, I'll point your direction, a little further than hip width apart. Basically, the biggest thing here is don't let your knees go over your feet because that's gonna kind of hurt your knee, and you can get a lot of problems with that. Trust me, I have knee problems. I know it doesn't feel good if you let your knees go over your toes. So, when you bend down, you want it to look more like you're sitting down, like that. And basically, you're going to try and get to where you can get parallel to the ground at least, or a little further. But if you're not really used to squats, you can just go to here or here. You know, basically, as you get into it and you get better and better at it, you're going to go lower and lower. For your first time doing it, I'd recommend just going about to here and then back up. And you're going to do 15 of those. When you come back up, you use your buns to squeeze yourself back up. So squeeze them back up. You're good. So, I got a 3-pound weight, and I'm going to do it parallel to the ground. I'm going to do 50. More. Okay. Wow. Damn, I have fall. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is a side plank. There's a lot of different versions, variations, types of side planks. I'm going to be doing, well, I'm going to go all the way up into a full side plank, but if you're not used to it, try staying down here on your elbow and using this foot on the ground to kind of support you, and just concentrate on being able to lift your hips off the ground. So you're going to do that on each side for 30 seconds, but if you are ready for a harder version, you can handle that. I want you all the way up on this arm, and I want you all the way up on both feet. I want your hand on your hip. I want your hips off the ground. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds, alright? Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And don't worry if you're counting a little fast, because if you're working up your time, then you're eventually going to be able to get to the amount of time you're supposed to be doing anyway. So if you count a little too fast, it's not a big deal. It's all about the strength and commitment you put into it, and you're going to be able to get your repetitions up. So, and do it on the other side. I'm a little shaky on my left arm, but I can still do it. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $21, $22, $23, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30. Alright. The last one I'm going to do is just a full-on straight-up plank. There's a lot of different versions of those. I recommend that if you're just starting, to be on your hands and just balls of your feet, and just lift your knees off the ground. Okay, just like a couple inches. If you're first starting, I recommend doing that. For an intermediate kind of level, you clasp your hands together like this and get on your elbows, straighten your legs out, and just don't let your knees touch the ground. Okay, the version that I'm going to be doing is, of course, the hardest one. So I'm going to have both my hands on the ground like this, and I want your, basically keep your elbows parallel with your shoulders the entire time. Like, don't let yourself go over, because then you're just going to collapse on your face pretty much. So basically try to keep your arms straight, keep your knees off the ground. That's the whole deal. I'm going to try and keep as straight as possible. Basically, the lower you go, like if you go to here, have your butt close to the ground, the harder it's going to be. So I'm not going to go as low as I can, just because I've already done this once today and I'm a little sore from it. So just keep your knees off the ground and hold it for a minute and a half. So try to do your best to count to 90 seconds. I'm going to do that in my head, because if I count it out loud, then I tend to run out of breath really fast, and then I can't hold it this long. So try and count in your head. Well, once again, I thought I heard somebody come in, but I was wrong. Alright, so I held that for as best as I could count to 90 seconds. If it wasn't quite 90 seconds, I'll just do more. After that, basically, you just do some stretches, just some average warm-down stretches. I'll probably do just a separate video just for stretches, just because I think I want to start making more workout videos. So Mary Beth, if you're into YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to start putting out workouts that actually have been working for me, so hopefully they'll work for you too, since you wanted a little bit of help here, since I'm having some pretty good results right now. So yeah, I guess thank you everyone for watching. Mary Beth, I hope you enjoyed this. And if you're not really sure what stretches to do to warm down, just make sure that you do something like this to just kind of warm down your arms a little bit. And just do some of the old clogging stretches. That'll probably work pretty well. But yeah, I hope this was helpful for you. And if you're looking for more cardio, do everything I did faster. If you're looking for more muscle building, do everything I did slower. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. And keep on rocking. Whew, I'm out of breath.